Here is my intro theme, if I had one, but I don't. Welcome back to MTV! You're watching another in our series of deep dives. This time we're in Shrine of the Storm. This was the second of 3 runs that we completed in week 9 of this season, and it says a lot about how easy that week was that we managed to smash out Shrine, even though, as you'll see, things didn't go quite to plan. We do have a little bit of a lean back on the previous week's run, which was interesting. And generally, we'll just go through this exactly the same as we usually do. Fast forward the boring bits, slow down for the interesting bits, and you can enjoy my dulcet tones and commentary. However, let's talk about some strategy.
If we can skip Runecarver, that would be super handy, because he's just fucking enormous amount of health.
Fortified, massive sack of health, yeah.
Yeah, but that means we can't skip Helena or whatever her name is.
Yes, once again, we know the dungeons back to front, top to bottom, and every mob inside them. Absolutely. And this time we actually spent some time strategizing and planning before we went in, but we still weren't using MDT at this point. So...
Now, the thing will be, will we be able to... How much trash are we going to need at the end? Because Runecarver himself is worth about 5.
Now, obviously, we have since switched to using MDT, Method Dungeon Tools. I highly recommend it. It is an excellent add-on. Lets you plot out your routes. But, in the absence of it, fumbling through and trying to figure things out isn't a horrible way to go. The only thing is, there have been a few times, because of that we've fallen short, overshot, whatever. So, yeah, obviously, planning routes, really helpful. And if you're trying to shoot for these achievements, do yourself a favour and actually get onto the route planners. We're just, we're stubborn, okay? Stubborn and belligerent and scrub, okay? And you know, we're really, really good at making sure that we use all of our interrupts and stuns appropriately. Didn't get the stun off.
I thought I had, but apparently not.
I just forgot about it. Now, Shrine is notable for having a lot of mobs that need crowd control and interrupts and effective management. Otherwise, you end up very, very dead. And this was our 4th 10 overall cleared, and we were still figuring out how the emissaries worked. One of the nastiest things that happened here was running into this.
Oh god, we've got to take the Templar first.
Yeah, just start knocking the Spiritualist back.
I'll try and prison him.
Yeah, I'll see if I can split that whole pack with Ring. Now, word to the wise, yes, you can use invis pots.
Where the fuck did she go? Whoa, I got
that was weird.
She went, up. Up is where she went, shit. Yeah, so what we didn't know at the time that we did this run is that, yes, you actually can skip the enchanteds using invis pots. Duh, I guess. And if we'd done that, we probably could have saved ourselves a few minutes here, which would have really helped. Not that it mattered in the end, because we nearly 2-chests this run. But just insane heals from pinning. A little bit less reliance on godlike healing ability and more avoiding needing it in the first place is really, really good. You know, not dying is excellent. And not taking avoidable damage is really useful too. I mean, just saying. Watch out for Surging Rush. I said watch out for Surging Rush. But I mean, hey, that's okay. He's the healer. He's allowed to, right? And the other thing that really helps is making sure that during the run, you are fully focused on the run and not other distractions.
Hey, Australia finally get it.
Yes, we were doing this run right when the Ashes series was being played through, and as you may have noticed from our previous videos, Sierre's a bit of a cricket fan. Also, what you may have noticed is that there's no Veratus in this video. This time we have Valinus, our rogue, and we don't know how to use a rogue effectively. Or does that mean we won't be able to shroud for...
keep the shroud for Runecarver.
Yeah, keep the shroud.
Yeah, alright, let me pull these together and you guys can go around. So yes, that's me running off to the side, pulling the group, dying and allowing the rest of the group to run through. I get a res after the fact, as you see here. And it's a pretty effective skip on Fortified Week. The other thing we've done here is just wait for the pat to nick off so that we can kill this emissary neatly. You can line aside if you need to.
Oh boy.
They're stunned. And a neatly placed stun helps manage the extra AoE the adds do. Now, obviously, as I said just before, we don't really know how to use a rogue effectively. Valinus is only in the runs every now and then. He is an excellent rogue. He's actually going to be joining us on the main channel soon for some of the weekly recap stuff. He's going to be adding some PvP content. But in the meantime, we sort of needed to RTFM a little bit for how to use him.
Alright, so let me read the instruction. It says, Shroud past him, and then death skip or have a rogue grab the elemental, then run back.
Now, we didn't quite execute it like that. We shrouded, moved through, and then just left it at that. Because, well, honestly, we're pussies and we don't want to die. Alright,
Yeah,
shroud
and then
us,
we've got to
please.
get, yeah.
Beautiful. Alright, to the left. Oh, that was easy. It's amazing how easy things are when you actually, follow the instructions, read up and do things the way they're, well, not necessarily supposed to be done, but the way other people do them effectively and successfully. It also helps if you do things correctly, even after following instructions, and you follow the plan exactly as stated. Whoa!
That
shit,
was the
I
wrong
did not
pack.
want to pull that one.
That was really not the right pack.
We're doing that one now.
Well, yes.
I suppose at least one upshot to that is it kind of takes care of all those discussions we had right at the start about how we were going to make percentage. Fairly neatly.
All the cooldowns.
Well, we'll have percentage now.
Yeah, I'd say we will.
Now, through here we get Penny is a long-suffering healer, and obviously with bursting, that means that he's not getting a chance to sit and drink as much as he'd like to, and he's not getting out of combat, and...
Can't drink.
And, I'm one of those tanks.
Drink.
Again.
No, he's pulled again.
He's pulled again too early.
I was
It's okay.
I was waiting patiently for him to drink. Thank you, Penny. Thank you for not killing me. I appreciate it, because, I am sometimes the worst, and I know you guys tolerate it. Anyway, through here we get a bit of memory coming up.
There's going to be some mighty bursting in this pack.
The little ones don't stack.
Doodle-doo, the previous week.
They don't bolster.
Don't they?
Oh, okay, they do.
Yes, they
do.
do.
Yeah. Well, thankfully, they start with low health.
This is going to be interesting.
Like the boss.
Move down around, move down around.
Sorry about all those orbs.
Ouch.
Yep. That was a lot of bolster stuff.
I could have sworn that they didn't bolster on the fucking bridge.
I'm so glad that's happened.
Good heals.
I'm so glad that's happened.
That was really exciting. Oh no, they don't get it.
No, see?
Wait. Now, of course, the week that we did this 10, it wasn't actually bolstering. It was bursting. And bursting gives us a whole different way to completely fuck it up. I mean, it's not like we try, but we did anyway.
Look, Penny, I'm not standing in shit.
I did.
Yep, Penny did.
That was fast.
Oh, we're killing these right at the perfect time for a whole
Yeah,
tick
just
of bursting to go off. And just before the stack drops, we put another one on. I reckon that was about 16 seconds of bursting. Yeah?
About the worst way you could do that. Now, coming up to the next boss, The most important thing on this boss is getting your interrupt order sorted. We have a pretty set order, but when we bring in someone new, we always go over it again and try and get it right.
Got it.
Fuck, I just used my Valenas.
You said me first!
Yeah, I know. Valenas. MT now.
I've seen a lot of groups fall apart to that boss due to bad interrupts, or due to the tank pointing it at the group and ending up cleaving the group using Ironside's, cleave. Moving through the rest of the trash here, this stuff's slow. And the pat is just takes forever, and I got bored.
Oh, motherfucker, isn't he?
Come! I got impatient.
I like that. Oh, what knocked me around? Nah, it's not obvious. But there's some.
Now, after coming out of that last boss successfully, we usually start to get our confidence up a bit here, and this is usually when it starts to go a bit pear-shaped. Oh yeah, you remember that pack that we death skipped? Yeah, about that. Oh, the braziers count.
Ouch.
Can you stand up?
Nah. Hide.
You done stupid shit.
I am dead. And that's a problem.
Kiting a bit.
Die.
Release the shortcuts there.
The shortcut is not there.
Oh yeah, we didn't kill it, did we? That's a problem.
Yeah, the shortcuts. Oh no.
We didn't kill the packs above.
But plot twist. The braziers were active because we killed the pack on the left. It's all good. Alright, Penny, come. Let's go. Hit the brazier. These two ads will come. You guys come up to the top platform. We'll do the whole lot up here.
Yep, we're here. I think the two were bugged out. Hopefully they reset.
Now, I can't say I recommend that as a way of handling that, but in a pinch, if it does happen, yeah, you can do it. But anyway, we're moving in across the bridge, and I've finally got the invis nailed here. Now, of course, this is an enchanted emissary, and
and we can't pull a pack because they're both tied to the. Oh no, one of them's not. That's good.
Because it's an enchanted, I didn't need to go through all this, but this is still useful if it's like a tides or a void or something. The emissary is slightly further over than usual.
Yeah, she is, isn't she?
And going around the outside there, in stealth, is just, it's a good way to do that. It gets you around the tentacles, it gets you around the pats, it skips a whole bunch of bullshit trash, and as you can see, our trash percentage is not exactly harmed here. Now, this boss, one of my favourite things to do is wait until I can kill Sierre. Because on Mythic Plus modes, you actually need to DPS the first person.
Yay!
It's DPS here, DPS here.
Kill me!
Burn his traitorous ass!
Thank you.
Now, of course, this boss is not actually too hard. It's a little bit sucky for melee. Biggest thing, obviously, kite the orbs and make sure that whoever gets the mind control uses them. We did get a reminder that the cricket was still on, though. Thanks, Sierra.
Sorry, briefly distracted by the cricket there.
And with the cricket reminder done and the boss dispatched, we jumped in and moved through and had our usual reminder not to touch the jellyfish.
Stop touching things you shouldn't, Vampy.
But I like the tentacles so much.
I swear Vampy's got a magnetic attraction to those tentacles. Coming up through here, skip the last couple of packs, kill this pack, and then move into the boss with the intention of coming back and doing the eels later. And so we get our nice, clean boss kill in theory. 5, 4, 3, 2. Really the most important thing about this boss, you can see the markers we got set up. The most important thing is to make sure that you've actually got a plan for how you're going to handle the ads in the other realm. If you can handle those and you can get your interrupts off, yeah, you're all good.
Burn, baby, burn!
We, and I think just about everybody else at this point, saves Hero for coming out of that phase and just try and nuke the boss down as quickly as we can. And with him dead...
Well, we can get the emissary, because that's worth stuff, isn't it?
Is it? We know what we're doing, honest. Like, totally. We really do. Not a fucking clue. At all.
Lucky.
Dark presence receding. The shrine will
Go get more.
Yep, get the emissary. Whee! And since none of us likes to actually bother doing any reading, we figured we'd just do some science and find out for ourselves if the emissary was worth anything, which, you know, we could have found out pretty easily if we'd just, I don't know, looked up a forum, or Wowhead, maybe.
No, don't kill any eels. Empty or tank them. We'll just see if the emissary gives us anything.
But you know what, this is way more fun. Anyway, obviously, we went through, killed the rest of the eels, timed the run, wasn't a 2-chest, but wasn't a bad timer either. So we're happy, and that's another one down.
Nice, guys.
Well, there you
Very
go.
well done.
Well, that's it. The run's done. Thank you again for watching. Thank you for coming along and keeping us company in our efforts to get Conqueror. And if there's anything you'd like to see in these videos in future, please do send us a bell or tag us in the comments below. We love to hear your thoughts. And in the meantime, thank you for watching MTV. Don't forget to subscribe. We will see you on either the next weekly recap or the next deep dive. Ciao!